Hello everyone, Jack here. I hope you're having a splendid day, enjoying the sun but keeping cool in the process. Before I start this week's video, I just wanted to say briefly thank you to all of you, because this week we officially reached 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that's all down to you guys. It's a massive deal for us. It is incredible, and we honestly cannot thank you enough. That being said then, this week's video. So last week, in anticipation that we might get to this goal, I decided to go out and do a spot of filming for a change. This time I met up with Gary, who you may remember from the Thorness Bay carriage hunt video, and we decided to go and do a spot of fishing, but not fishing in the conventional sense.
No indeed, because in fact we are fishing for railway artefacts. And Gary, as it happens, knows just the place to sink our hooks. For many years, Ryde St Johns has been the hub of the Island Line, but has also housed a locomotive and rolling stock works for over 150 years, servicing everything from tube stock to wagons and steam locomotives. Many engines were overhauled here over the decades, and some even sadly came here to die. But according to Gary, although the area has been extensively developed over time, traces of these bygone relics still remain, if you know where to look and don't mind getting a little damp. Our spot then is Monton Me Brook, which runs alongside the railway maintenance shed. And before you ask, Gary has done his checks prior to our visit. The brook is classified as mutual land, and as long as the Island Line staff are aware of our intentions and we don't access it via private land, we are in the clear.
Gary's just gone to put his waders on. Here's a shot you don't usually get to see. The other side of St Johns Deco. See a signal box over there. Anyway, we're going to get down into the river in a minute. It's not too deep, luckily. I say river, it's not really a river, is it? Right, let's see what we can find.
Beginning our trudge along the brook then, it wasn't long before objects started appearing.
I mean, I think these are wagon parts.
Wagon parts.
These are like reinforcing brackets. I think we'll put those back at the start. The main ship was here.
Right.
So I think, yeah, what we're going to do
this
is
way.
we start down with that. I know that from somewhere. I can't think where I've seen it from. Where have I seen it? Oh, it's a bent fire arm, isn't it? No, it's probably not big enough. Yeah, it is. That is a firearm.
Is it really?
Yeah, I reckon that's for doing underneath your doors. Put it in and it's got an end on it. Look.
Oh yeah.
That's a firearm. Oh, there's another reinforcing bracket. The trouble is as well, some of this is broken. That's why it's in here. I mean, look, it's just metal everywhere. Clinker there.
Very soon we began to find larger items, like old brake blocks.
What we found so far. So much stuff, isn't there? Crazy. Everywhere you look, there's bits of metal.
That's a steam kitchen over there. Some more boiler tube, boiler tube, boiler tube.
Blimey, look at all that there.
There's another fire bar under my foot.
This stuff has been here for...
Generations.
Yeah.
Fire bar there.
Definitely a lot of this thing might date back to like the Beyer Peacock era as well.
Certainly Terrier, by the looks of it. I reckon that's a Terrier fire bar back there.
For reference, the Beyer Peacock engines were the first locos bought for passenger service on the Isle of Wight Railway, which opened between Ryde St Johns and Shanklin in 1864. but Gary seems to think that some of these objects appear to be of a Terrier origin, a class of locomotive which arrived on the island in the early 1900s, of which many have been preserved, including 2 at the Isle of Wight Steam Railway.
Yeah, most of this is from locomotives or wagons.
Carriages as well.
Carriages as well.
Another end of the fire bar over there. There's brake rigging. Yeah, there's a piece of brake rigging over there.
Oh yeah.
There's a fire bar under there. Fire bar there. Broken, obviously. Soiled. There's an interesting fitting over there. I'd like to pick that up.
All this stuff is crazy, isn't it? Amazing. Can't believe how much of it.
I mean, I was going to borrow someone's underwater metal detector, but it'd just be going off the whole time.
Yeah.
There's a gnome. He's watching you. He's got binoculars.
See? How strange.
That's Deco
He's
staff.
stood up.
That's Deco staff.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Oh, nice old jar. Look at that. Something big one.
Doesn't.
It's the end of a shovel, fireman's shovel.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a fire iron shovel.
Fantastic.
Might see service again.
Yeah, it's raining quite a bit now, but
Kind of in the nature of being wet today.
well, it's the thing. I think when it starts raining, if you're wading through a brook, it doesn't really compute.
So far then, luck it seemed was on our side, though it did become increasingly clear, further down the brook, that Gary had had the better idea when it comes to river attire.
I'm just going back to get a carrier bag. It's incredible the amount of artefacts that are down here. Unbelievable. On another note, the whole welly situation. Yeah, never mind. Just fell over. No, Mr. Gnome. Bag for life. Save the planet.
Very soon though, I realised my bag for life, much like my wellies, wasn't going to be of much use.
Have you turned the gnome round?
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's watching, he's moving, he's moved. He's watching you. He has, he's moved.
He's alive, Gary.
Yeah.
We're in this domain.
Over there, can do. Hang up that tree. Oh, it's not coming out.
There we go.
Sorry. That's worn away, look. It's worn an edge into it.
Yeah. Blimey. Is it quite heavy? Cool. There we go, look. A bracket of some kind there.
Knitted round here.
I know. This area especially is just everything.
Oh, another break up. firmly in as well, isn't it?
This section here, this little, seems to be the hot spot, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Just
easy access dumping. That's an axle box to keep from a wagon or a coach.
it's just everywhere. I mean, you can't really miss it, can you? Apparently, according to Gary, that is a clap valve.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly a clap valve. Gary's just found that. You say it might be a bit of the...
It's a wagon, that's a piece of the wagon. You see the pitching of the bolt holes. It's the end of a wagon, that's the curved edge on that side, and that's the straight edge on the sort of buffer end. Piece of that's definitely a piece of loco, that is. That's a water fitting of some description.
Oh yeah. Here's our haul then. Some stuff in there as well. Gary's just found this. Appears to be a wagon plate. Just about make out the two there. We're going to try and clean it up. But it says SR 27 something. And it ends with 0. I'm going to try and give it a bit of a clean up. Well, that was hard work. We just moved. Oh, the pot. And forget the pot. I'm filthy, absolutely filthy. But it's worth it though, because we found some really interesting items. We're going to take a look at those now. It's this one. Yeah, there's definitely a number, some kind on there. SR 27.
Sorry, it's got right away.
No, that's right. SR 270. It's either a 0 or an 8.
It's definitely a 5 planker. It's a bit of bearing material there for loco. It's definitely loco, that is. Those 5 bars had numbers on them, so when we clean them up, we might find some more.
SR5. E? Does that say E with a...
Maybe that's an engineering designation.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say they're all from the same loco because they're the same size.
Okay.
And there is a possible candidate because 25 Whitwell was broken up there.
That's
15
18.
cows and then 25 Godshill. 25 Godshill.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it was
26 Whitwell. 25 Godshill was broken up because she was kept as a spare engine after derailing at St Johns because I think she had a crack frame or buckle frame. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, that's a clap valve, but we'll have to ask.
On further research, this turned out to be not a clack valve, but in fact part of an engine safety valve. So still then an interesting find.
These fittings are interesting because they seem to be a matching pair.
Yeah.
So they've come off something, and it's interesting where they're joggled over. We need to look at some wagon pictures to see what we think. But my favourite is that firearm there.
This one.
This is a piece of rodding that's been fashioned into a pricker for doing behind the doors.
Oh,
Definitely. Yeah, because you need something small and short to get in and get down behind the doors. So that's been fashioned into a pricker. I love that. And I love the fireman's spoon. So this is the end of a crew, would have been a loco set of firearms. So that's the spoon, and you would have the rod coming out the back. You've got the holes.
Absolutely.
That's
still got light in it.
That's definitely wagon. You see those on the outside of them. So that's like a Brighton bolted on the wooden underframe.
Right. So what? Brighton plank wagon.
Brighton plank wagon or Brighton covered van.
Right. Apart from the wagon parts, I think a lot of the loco parts could have come from the same locomotive.
I think definitely the fire bars, because they've always just taken them out and just flung them in. Now it seems funny. It's quite a few of them. I mean, you would replace them if they're broken. And that is the engineering shop. So, but it does seem funny. All seem to be the same size. So they're definitely the same type of locomotive. mean, they are kind of incomplete, I guess you could say.
But
But
unless you
they are
compare it.
sections of the same. We have
So really
complete ones. And
it's worth comparing them then to, say, take them to Steam Railway.
yeah, with the
See
ones
if
they've got.
A Terrier and an O2.
Two, yeah.
See which one it matches up with.
Very pleased with our findings then, we decided to call it a day, and agreed that Gary would take the stuff off to get cleaned. Later on he sent me some shots of the wagon plate, which with a bit of elbow grease had come out a treat. With that then, I hope you've enjoyed this video at least half as much as I enjoyed filming it. Until next time then, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon for some more Isle of Wight Railway related shenanigans.